What is up, Bat Family, and welcome to Batman Theory, where we take a deep dive into comic books, movies, cartoons, and everything in between that has to do with the Dark Knight. So guys, in today's episode, I want to talk to you guys about the Lazarus Pit.
And here we go.
So the Lazarus Pit was really first introduced when Ra's al Ghul was introduced to DC Comics, and Ra's has been one of Batman's greatest arch enemies. I want to cover him definitely much more in depth, and I will as we get further and further into this channel. But today I want to talk to you guys about the Lazarus Pit in particular, because it really is very intriguing in what it can do. So those who don't know, the Lazarus Pit essentially is this glowing green, oftenly depicted, almost every time it's depicted as this glowing green, gooey substance that naturally occurs from the earth. And they're in these bubbling pits that when someone takes a dip in them, they can heal injuries, they can essentially make you younger. Think of it as a fountain of youth. And in some instances, it has offered immortality. Now, one of the side effects of the Lazarus Pit is it almost every time causes insanity. Whether it's temporary or permanent, depends on the person using it. So in the comics, the first Lazarus Pit was actually discovered accidentally by Ra's al Ghul, before he was known as Ra's al Ghul, aka the Demon's Head. Now, one of the other interesting things about the Lazarus Pit is it's created by two of my favorite Batman and DC comic authors and creators in general, is Dennis O'Neil and Neil Adams. Now, for those who don't know, Neil Adams is my favorite iteration of comic book Batman. I love the way he looks, love the way he's drawn. It was first shown in Batman number 243 in August of 1972. So guys, basically everybody has been in the Lazarus Pit, whether it's a villain, a hero, anyone. One of the most famous instances, aside from Ra's al Ghul himself, is Jason Todd was resurrected using the Lazarus Pit after he was killed by the Joker. Now, this actually drove him insane to a certain degree. At first, it was very, very much insane, and then later on, he kind of gained a little bit of a conscience and became the anti-hero known as the Red Hood. Now, the only person to really use the Lazarus Pit multiple times and not 100% go insane, depending on how you view Ra's, is Ra's al Ghul himself. Ra's al Ghul is, hundreds and hundreds of years old and has used the pits multiple times. He actually has several pits throughout the world that he uses to keep him young. So in most instances, Ra's actually discovered the pit in the 1600s, and like I said, he's been using it ever since. And the pit keeps him at peak human physical condition, but with Ra's, it does give him temporary insanity, and also does, over time, over the hundreds of times he's used it, really does make him go mad. Now, the interesting thing about a Lazarus Pit is if you are completely healthy and enter the pit, it will kill you or injure you severely. You have to be dead or dying for the pit to really give its restorative properties a full effect. Now, one last little fun bit of trivia is, in one instance, the Joker was actually put into the pit, and it did the reverse effect, and instead of making him go insane because it's the Joker, he's already insane, it actually makes him go sane for a very temporary amount of time. So that's it, guys. That's the brief history on the Lazarus Pit. If you have any questions, leave comments, let us know what else you'd like us to say, or what else you'd like us to cover. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.